Welcome back to Knights of Last Call. I'm joined by Bob, Nick, Tim, and Matt, and we're going to get into it straight away today. How's everyone doing?
All right, I'm ready to roll.
Fine and dandy like sour candy.
All right. So before the Knights of Last Call proceed deeper into the Kreegwood to investigate the mysterious Grawl family and see if they can find anything about these missing Black Arrow Order members, we're getting into a beer of the week. So what do we got today? Who brought the beer today?
I brought it today,
All right.
Tim/Gwildor, and I got we got our Market Garden Brewery, which is a local brewery, and this is their Nano OG Lager. So we're gonna try that out today.
I like that it says OG for two reasons, because, original gangster, but
Sure.
also
Cheers, everyone.
the original gravity, which is how they measure how much alcohol with the original gravity and then the end gravity.
Interesting.
And then you could tell based on how much sugar is converted into alcohol.
Oh,
You
that's
think that's
nice.
what they did
I
it?
like this.
I don't know.
Or do you think it's just their OG
if
gangster?
you are
It's
a
a
brewer,
lager?
if you are someone who is
Yeah.
brewing beer, you know what OG
It's like a
Now,
lager.
is.
now I learned from Matt that this is a lager, which means it's like a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
like
so
a
all
tastier beer. Yes.
well, like all of the like the normal like popular beers like Miller Lite, Bud Light, those are all lagers.
Lagers.
And there's two divisions. There's lagers and there's ales. Lagers have lagers, so like a double. And then lagers also have pilsners. And then everything else is an ale. And it depends on the type of yeast that you use.
So you're either a lager, a pilsner lager, or an ale.
or an ale, any other type of beer.
So let
Okay.
me ask you this. Has anyone here ever had mead?
Yeah.
No, but
No.
I wanted to.
It's for what's fermented honey, right?
Yeah, and it's real sweet.
I imagine.
Real sugar.
It's
Because
fermented
not all of it ferments, or not all of it
Yeah.
turns into alcohol.
Yeah, I agree.
How long does that process take?
I don't know. They put it on a boat and they send it
Oh
around the
my
world.
God.
Oh,
Really, dude?
shit.
Really?
With beer, it really it
Don't tell me
depends
to
on.
do bourbon of the week on my turn, okay?
Listen,
I would vomit and not do that. So we get from Stone
Yeah.
Cold Sober, whiskey, bourbon.
Oh,
no,
wow.
no, thank you.
No, interesting.
Just vodka,
Vodka and tequila are fine.
Tequila's good.
Rum's fine.
I was drinking Aaron's.
white liquors. or
So what do we
clear
think of the beer?
It's good. Tastes like
Good.
a better version of beer.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's
I
better
like
beer. Not
So,
butter beer,
uh,
but better beer.
So like clean, crisp.
It's
Nice.
We had a lager
It's
earlier.
smooth.
That one I like better. I forget which one that was, but this one's good.
Last time that we played, you guys were headed north out of Turtleback Ferry to Fort Rannoch.
Yes.
There, you were to investigate what had become of the Order of Black Arrows, the group of about 50 men and women who guard the southern lands of Varesia against the horrible depredations of ogres and other giant kin that come down off the Hook Mountain. Contact had been lost with the fort and the Order of Rangers. The town had sent their own search party, but no one had returned. You, at the behest of Mayor Groberost of Magnamar, who funds the operation, journeyed north out of Turtleback Ferry to figure out what had happened. About halfway to your journey to the fort, you were sidetracked by the sounds of a large animal in pain and distress. As you made your way into the woods to investigate it, you found a large fire-pelt cougar, and from its size, its temperament, and its intelligence, clearly some sort of magical animal companion. Upon discovering the injured animal, you also had your first run-in with one of the Grawl family, the horrific, misshapen, inbred half-ogre family which lives in the Kreegwood, no more than a few miles from Turtleback Ferry, secretively eking out an existence, scavenging, hunting, killing, and raiding.
Ruh-roh.
You defeated Ruckus Grawl along with his Kreegwood hounds, thanks to some mighty fine maul work by Asius. And upon searching the body of the half-ogre, you discovered that there were several freshly sewn Black Order arrow emblems into his ratty favorite little blanket, indicating that at least some members of the Order of Black Arrow have recently been in his proximity, likely slain. Nonetheless, the fire-pelt cougar seemed to be urging you on deeper into the Kreegwood, likely to the home of its master, or I should say to where its master is. Given
But it was
that-
deeper into the Graal's homestead, right?
correct.
But
Towards,
yeah, so we don't know if if his master is held captive
correct.
or
Or dead, or
yeah.
who knows? But it's the best lead you have, and the fact that the Graalls seemed this person had these Order of Black Arrow emblems on him suggests that they've at least been in contact.
Yeah, they've been collecting tags.
All right, so that brings us up to where we're at. So, what do you guys want to do?
Deeper and deeper.
Well, I assume we have to follow
As I say, follow the
fire
trail.
pit.
Yeah, and if I remember the animal companion was clearly pointing us in a direction of where presumably its master is.
Northwest, as I
just
wrote
hope
here.
he's not like hastily rushing through this and taking us into a trap.
Well, because it could be a case where like it's deep in the Grawl world, but then he has a little enclave where he's by himself and he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be that he is taken captured
Mhm.
and
I mean, the Order of the Black Arrow could have had a ranger with a pet.
yeah.
We
Maybe
never
it was
asked-
the leader of their order. We never really
I'm
asked.
thinking
Yeah.
more of.
I suppose the
I
pet.
think somebody's captured and he's leading
Yeah.
us into a bad situation.
That's probably the case. I mean,
I'm absolutely expecting us being led to danger right
Sure.
now.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's not to like a place where it's like the ranger,
Yeah.
homeland and everything is perfect. And
Oh, they're
lovely.
having a pool party.
Oh,
guys.
great! It's a barbecue.
Well, we-
Right. They're not just all hanging
talk
out of
about
the
the
watering
cookout?
hole lion king
Yeah.
He's
style.
got the food back at the ranch. Yeah,
That's-
so I
that's
guess
not gonna be the
we'll just
case.
follow suit, just on our guard,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say,
you know,
tread,
searching.
tread lightly because they had.
There's no
remember, it was
reason to
caught
be
in a bear
reckless.
Well, it's caught in a bear trap. So you know that they're kind of hunting grounds.
They're
in
out
this
there hunting
area,
bears.
So
Yeah, I don't
Mhm.
want to step in a bear trap, so I'll be searching.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So
I'm fine with stepping. In a bear
so
trap.
while you guys are kind of in this exploratory mode, right? And you're not in fighting or combat or anything like that, but this is also clearly not downtime. So what kind of things are your characters doing while you proceed through the Kreegwood and following this fire pelt cougar?
Yeah,
Chill-
I'm
chilling.
hoping that we are, even though he's trying to make us go fast, we are kind of doing our own pace, and he kind of keeps coming back like, yeah, whatever. But I'm definitely looking for other traps, like bear traps, things like that, as I'm looking out to not get hurt on our following this.
Gotcha. Okay, so you are going to keep an eye out and keep searching, keep
Yep.
looking for hazards, traps, and the like.
I'll be, I guess, kind of up front with my shield up, ready to go, and scouting, just making sure to see if we see any more halfling growls around.
Okay. So from a game perspective, if you are scouting, you're going to give everyone a +1 bonus to initiative, but
Okay.
then you can't have your shield up.
Yeah, someone else could
Oh.
scout.
Yeah, I'll,
Okay.
I'll scout. Yeah,
All
I'll
right, so
ride
then
on.
I will
Lucky.
lead then with my shield up just in
Okay.
case to absorb any
So
kind
you're
of impact.
so you're defending.
Yes, I will be defending.
All right, and then I heard Burl, you're going to scout.
Yep, I'm
Okay.
riding Lucky, and I'll be looking.
Okay, great.
I too will, keep on the lookout for traps and the like.
Okay, great. So while Burl keeps his eye open for any sort of threats or enemies, Gwildor and Azius keep their eyes peeled for any more of these bear traps or any sort of other man traps.
Keep your feet on the ground.
And Escanor takes point, shield raised, ready to stay within 15 feet of his party members.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Rule
Especially-
number one.
Especially the spellcaster.
Yeah. Or ideally, right next to, because then you
Yes.
can shield block.
Derek, can I create a visual illusion spell of first or second level that will tether us exactly 15 feet apart from a targeted party member?
We cannot
And
physically.
turn red whenever we are out of that range.
Warning.
You are too far away for Escanor to help.
Does it glow too brightly to other enemies would see us?
No,
Well, I mean, again,
obviously only the four of us
Oh,
can see
okay.
it.
that's just one of those things that both Nick as Escanor, but you guys as party members need to keep in track, right? Like,
Yes.
it's one thing for Nick's responsibility, but if you move outside of that 15-foot aura,
You're on your own.
then you're on your
Yep.
own, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
we
with-
should strive to hang around him. stay
I mean,
near him.
even
Come
better
on, guys.
is if you are next to him, because
should-
then he can shield block.
If we enlarged him, does that increase the range with which he can defend us?
Passively, it does, because if he's large, he takes up 2x2 squares. So
Uh-huh.
technically, it's that a little bit larger. But yeah, I would say if he has 10-foot reach, he could shield block within 10 feet reach. It would not affect his paladin thing because that's more of a magical.
Right,
aura.
that's kind of what I was wondering. But
yeah.
Oh, the
but he-
retributive
but-
strike, you mean?
Yeah,
Good
your
to know it can
retributive
help the
strike.
shield block.
But the shield block, I would say he could shield block anybody that's within reach. And if
Yeah.
he's 10 foot, if he's large, his reach is 10 feet.
Now, if I am enlarged, though, I take a 4x4 square.
You take up a 4x.
Same as Lucky.
2x2.
2x2. Sorry, 2x2.
2x2.
So then it would technically
Yeah.
also increase my 15-foot range.
You got it
from
right,
that.
because instead of being 15 feet out and 15 feet out from a 5-foot square, it would be 15 feet out and 15 feet
Right.
out from a
So it does help a little bit.
Yeah.
Itty bitty.
Right. Although I should point out, I think that at this level, Matt can make someone, well, not this level, but I think Matt can make someone huge.
or is it
damn.
that it goes to multiple people?
I'm not
I
sure.
thought that's what you were trying to get to was multiple people. I didn't
Yeah,
think
that
you
was a
had
higher
it yet.
level.
Yeah, I think mass and large is much later.
What do we got?
So at 4th level, they get to become huge.
There you go.
Oh shit.
That's if you.
But
cast
then
it.
if I heighten to 4,
Yeah.
they can huge, and I heighten to
Now,
6, it
do
can
you
target
have
up to 10
enlarge
creatures.
as a 4th level spell?
No.
And it's not a signature spell.
Nope.
So you can't do that.
I'd have to take it next level as like, I rearrange
Yeah,
my
you
4th
could
level
retake it,
spell.
or you'd have to retake it as a second level signature spell.
But I figured a heightened fireball is probably better
Well,
than a heightened enlarged.
Well, they're different levels.
Well, I meant as a 4th level.
What are your signature spells
So
for 1st level, 2nd, and 3rd?
So, 1st level signature spell is Fear, which
Okay.
doesn't come up that often now.
Right.
The 2nd level is Acid Arrow.
Gotcha.
3rd level is Searing Light.
Gotcha.
Usually, it's just I cast a couple of fireballs and the combat's over, so it
Right.
doesn't get that far. And then 4th level signature spell is Freedom of Movement.
Gotcha.
So
But 4th level signature spell doesn't really matter. So
yeah, because there's nothing to do yet.
yeah. All right.
It's a dumb one to be. I mean,
I mean, you can just change it, but it's fine. All right, so you guys make your way deeper into the Kreegwood, following behind the fire pelt cougar who is leading you on. Now, Gwildor was able to give him some needed medicine, but the cat is not moving too quickly because he is still pretty hurt. Still, the fire pelt continues to nibble at your cloaks, tugging you towards a poorly maintained trail that leads deeper into the Kreegwood. It doesn't, it's some sort of hunting or game trail, but you can tell, even if you don't have survival, that, the Kriegs, the Grauls rather, definitely have used this trail as it leads deeper and deeper into the forest.
do I spy any bears? There was bear traps.
No, in fact, there's actually not that much wildlife at all. In fact, you would say that the number of animals goes down drastically as you get closer and closer to what appears to be your destination.
Yeah,
The
that
number
makes
of
sense.
animals goes down drastically as we
It's like
appear
hyenas
closer
in
and
the Pride
closer.
Land.
Oh yeah, and then an elephant graveyard.
All right. And finally, at about a mile from where you encountered and fought Ruckus Grawl, you finally come to a clearing in the forest. The woods around the edge of the clearing are decorated with several hanging corn husk and leather humanoid-shaped fetishes meant to ward off intruders. So basically scarecrows. And what appears to be a tangled field of corn and other diseased plants grows in the middle of the clearing, while on the far side of the clearing slumps 2 sagging buildings, not located here on the map. A barn and a farmhouse. Both have sagging roofs and boarded over windows, with moss and fungus growing heavily on the southern side or northern side of the decrepit looking structures. The windows are caked with grime and mildew, and all of the floor, or rather the ceiling tiles, have algae and moss growing between the shingles, and not tiles, shingles is the word I was going for. And the whole area looks overgrown and poorly kept. There is a crude fence surrounding one side of the farm field, but other than that, the whole area is kind of weedy, dirty, rocky strewn. It's a pretty barren stretch of land.
And the fire cat seems to be leading us here.
So yeah, the fire cat kind of tugs on your cloak and kind of like points, and he's kind of like, if the cat could jerk its head, it's definitely pointing it towards the buildings.
I mean, we do have to consider that this could still be a bad guy's pet.
Oh, absolutely.
Very true.
It's-
Very true.
So I think before we head out, I should cast Enlarged Person.
How long does it last?
That was a minute.
Is it a minute or 10 minutes?
5
5 minutes.
5 count on.
I am going to
minutes.
cast Stone Skin on Asius.
Okay.
So Asius, for 20 minutes,
Wow.
you have resistance 5 to physical damage, except adamantine.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Every time you get hit, it reduces the duration by 1 minute.
So it's first for 20 minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you understand how that works?
So 20 minutes, I get 5 off of a physical attack, basically.
Right.
And every time I get hit, it goes down a minute. But depending on how many minutes, it's already
Correct.
starting to go down.
Right. So
Yep.
either 20 hits,
Yep.
or 20 minutes, or some combination there within.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct. And if we have another round, I'm going to cast Resist Energy Fire from my Staff of Abjuration on Azius
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, you guys.
Hit you with the fireball.
I mean, you guys are kind of creeped up here at the edge of the clearing.
Nick, do you have the enlarged token?
If not, I have one right here.
All right. There you
Okay, so you're casting enlarge on Escanor. All right, so Escanor
nine
grows to immense size. And again, just kind of keep roughly track of your spells here because, some of these are 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes. So,
And I'm clumsy 1.
Right, Bob.
Mhm.
Bob,
Right.
I'm
Yep.
trusting you to keep track of the time for your stone skin.
How many minutes have passed since we?
zero,
Nothing.
Zero.
Then yes,
Zero.
I have it written
All
down.
right, I'm just making sure that you're not expecting me to track it.
If I don't track it, it's my fault.
That's correct, Escanor.
Correct.
So you're clumsy 1. That's going to be a -1 penalty to your armor class, your reflex saves, and any dexterity-based skill check, including ranged attacks.
Right.
However, you will be 10 feet large. You will have 10 foot of reach, and you'll get a +2 status bonus to all damage rolls
Very nice.
for being enlarged.
go. And you look pretty cool.
And you'll get to be this
Right, you
this
look
big old mini.
fucking
hell
dope as hell.
yeah. I'd love to 3D print our mini someday, but then just
that'd be cool.
scale it up for large
Large.
and huge
That'd be great.
because of
It's
how,
the same mini, and then
yeah, it's just the same mini.
Don't you have
Yeah.
access to one?
I have access to a 3D
Jesus,
printer.
your dad has everything.
That's not his.
Oh, okay.
But he does have.
But I
Nick
have
has
access. But I have access to 3D printers. Yes.
Okay, well that's pretty
Shit.
sweet.
Yeah,
a
that's
couple
baller.
different types too.
All right, so you spend a few moments casting some buffing spells on Azius and Escanor before you guys at the edge of the clearing. What would you like to do next?
I just love the idea of like the tree. Like, oh, is there someone there? And then
You just kind of grow, and I don't think we're hidden, guys.
right.
Well, let's
Uh,
start
It's
walking.
also, it's coming up to a clearing, so they're definitely be able to see us.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think
so-
I think I'm
Absolutely.
Yeah,
good for now.
so stealth isn't as much of an option, but I mean, technically you can still stealth, right? Because you're outside. It's not like you're literally marching across the field, but obviously it would be harder for you. But as long as you have a way to kind of, scramble around, but it's really up to you guys and what you guys want to do.
I'm sorry I don't have invisibility sphere today.
Just remember, of course, that if you do want to move unnoticed, you wouldn't be able to do your searching, your scouting.
I
your-
definitely want to still be searching.
Should we place ourselves on the map or
No.
Okay.
No need. That's just for a battle if one occurs.
I would like to search while firing the fire cat towards wherever he is.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
the
I mean,
fire
we'll-
cat,
we'll
after you
follow.
guys,
Has he already
yeah,
left us?
well, he's kind of padding ahead and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then, sure. So you guys start to move across. So he starts moving towards the farm field, looking like he's heading for the barn.
Okay.
which is not pictured, or it's that
Nothing
thing?
is on. Neither the home nor the barn is on this battle map.
All right. Well, we should head. To
You have
Do
to
we
use.
see any
You
openings?
have to use your imagination.
Theater. The mind.
So imagine a opening in the woods, and there a diseased field of corn and other strange plants growing along a rickety wooden fence. On the other side of the farm, a lopsided, dilapidated barn. And to the right of the field, deeper back, set nearer to the woods, a old, decrepit, crumbling farmhouse.
I abandoned the cougar and run away.
Okay.
I'd like to approach the. Well, I guess you're the one leading the charge.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I mean, follow the cougar. Follow.
'Cause
I
my
mean,
thought
it's
was
leading
to-
us to it.
To go in the direction where the house could not see us approach.
You want to kind of like circle around?
No. Well, the house
Or-
is behind.
Right.
We're going to the barn, so put the house behind the barn and sort of walk in that direction. We're looking for an opening, I assume, to go into this place.
Yeah.
Right.
So just
Yeah.
real-
You're in front.
So just real quick, so the house, this moss-encrusted, decaying farmhouse, slumps drunkenly at the edge of a damp forest clearing. There are rickety steps crawling up to a porch covered by a huge eave held aloft by thick pillars of pine. The timbers are decorated with crude carvings of beasts impaling children and women being ripped apart by wolves. But as you look at them, the carvings have an almost childlike aspect to them,
Like a
Well, that's
fairy
even
tale.
more demented.
Like one of these giants.
as if they were like like the way kids draw with their
Giant
crayons.
babies. Yeah.
They carved on these wooden pillars. Meanwhile, the barn is again a large lump building that looks like probably 10 or 20 more years. It's already kind of starting to go sideways. It might collapse in any moment. So as you begin moving your way across the the farm field. All right. From deep within the farm field, suddenly there is a shaking of movement and a figure or form emerges.
Oh shit! It's Lucky.
Oh no! Wait,
Lucky
it's us.
emerges.
And now I'm going to put you guys down here, but then you guys can put yourself
I am enlarged.
wherever you.
Yeah, I'm hit behind the big idiot. No
yeah, I'm
offense.
definitely with the big
No
idiot.
Did you say? Well, you said you were on Lucky,
Yeah, he's
Oh, I
riding
am.
Lucky,
Yeah,
right?
I'm.
so we don't really need.
I'm
you any-
mounted.
Yeah, we don't really need me. So go ahead and put yourselves as you guys.
Yeah,
kinda
swap
move.
me and Easy. I'll swap me and Easy.
Yeah.
Again, if you have to get up,
No. No.
He's going to stay at the mic.
I'll never leave this mic again,
all right.
even to fix this dial.
Bingo.
Where is she?
All right. So there is a sudden shaking of movement and a
What the fuck?
grotesquely large, horrifically mutated ogrekin emerges from the edge of the farm field.
Where the hell was this guy?
Hiding.
We didn't see his ass. Big giant ass looking guy.
Good thing you enlarged me.
Yeah, you
Big
handle
ol'
him.
wrestle.
I'll hang out here with the scarecrows.
No, we were still searching there, so we get that +1 to the initiative
Hell
roll.
yeah.
All right. So as he pops up, everybody go ahead and make a perception. Well, yeah, I think everyone was just thinking. So make a perception check. Let me think if anybody was doing anything differently. Nope. Everyone's just going to roll a perception check. Now,
35 for
Oh.
Wildor.
okay.
Nat 20.
I'm a
Well,
follow
we can all
suit.
write it down on our nice
Now-
little things.
Yeah, so go ahead and write it down. Remember, you don't have to shout it out because we have these cards that you just write your name and your initiative on. Thank you. Are we going to get fixed versions of these?
Next week.
Okay.
Just gotta correspond with the old mother.
What?
Correspond.
Your mom's making them?
Who
My
corresponds?
mom is a
with your
laminator,
mother?
so
I've
I
talked
print
to
them
my
out.
mom. I've had a conversation with my mom. I've never corresponded.
Listen, this is a
with my
business
mom.
deal
All right,
right now.
Dearest
It's
mother.
like
All right,
sending a memo.
So here's the deal, Tim.
Mhm.
Gwildor
Damn.
reacts first. However, he used stealth for his initiative.
Yeah.
So he got a 34.
Right.
Now, to beat your perception DC, it's 10 plus your perception.
Right, so 25.
So he is hidden to you.
Yes.
In fact, you don't even know he's
You're
there.
like, what's going on? This
So
is
he
nothing's
is
happening.
Completely unknown to me.
Yes, correct.
I guess I'll delay.
yes. So,
Yeah, right?
all right. So his status to you, Tim, is undetected.
I just
Okay.
love like the
Not
the-
unnoticed, meaning you notice something, right? Like think about it this way:
Something's off.
He's hiding in the bushes. He's about to spring out.
I cast haste on Asius.
Yeah, and so Gwildor.
And enter point blank shot stance.
Okay, there you go.
And that's my turn.
Okay,
So
great.
you are hasted.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's almost like before he even springs out, Gwildor's like, "What's that?"
A disturbance in the force.
Yes, casts a spell, enters into his point blank shot stance, and now this guy goes. And of course, he's hidden, and he's actually hidden to everybody in the party because I'm pretty sure no one has a.
No hasted card.
Yes,
thir-
no, that's not what haste does.
It gives me.
What does haste do, Tim?
Haste gives you a 1 bonus action.
No, it does not. What does haste do?
they gain the condition quicken
There you
and
go.
can use an
Oh,
extra
but-
strike or stride.
It gives you the quicken condition.
My sub description is someone goes much faster.
So it does actually give you the quicken status. There you go.
And then you get an extra stride or strike.
There's an
Yeah,
actual
the-
card for it.
Yeah, there is a card for it. The only
It's literally on top of my pile.
there you go.
It's you picked it out ready to go and then
So the
forgot
only
it.
the only qualification with haste is so basically you get 4 actions instead of 3. The only qualification is that bonus action can only be used for a strike or a stride.
For example, I can't use it to help with any spell cast.
You could not use it to cast 2 spells.
or I think control lucky. I don't think I can
Correct.
use it for
It's
that.
a strike or stride.
Yeah,
Correct.
It's
Exactly.
move or basic.
Yeah, it's
attack.
move or attack, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy is going to go next, and go next he does. And as he pops up, you see, now this guy is large, but he's still like an ogrekin. He's not full ogre, but he's like 8'1". He's a big boy. The man pops up. At first, you don't even understand what you're seeing. You thought it maybe was a scarecrow, as this ogrekin has a grotesquely deformed head, resembling a gigantic pumpkin that's almost growing out of the entire right side of his face. A huge puffy mass of tumors and overgrown bone, giving his whole head a sort of lopsided look because it's like only goes out to the right side.
No, let's put this one out of its misery,
Is he,
Azius.
is he bigger than Ruckus?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he's bigger than Ruckus.
Yeah, he was.
Um,
He's got the large.
Yeah. So he pops up, and kind of in a quick and sudden movement, as he does so, he comes forward with his massive kind of scythe / big ogre hook, and he has reach, and he's gonna approach Escanor, and he's going to kind of, as he pops up, he goes, "It's not a Toma!"
Well played.
Bravo.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Leave my farm alone, please. He strikes out. Now, he's hidden to you, so you are flat-footed to this attack,
Okay, so -2.
and you're already -1 because they're clumsy.
But
His shield's up?
I was gonna say I have my shield up, so it's +2 for that, so I'm only -1.
There you go. Math. All right. Here comes the strike. 27.
Ooh, 28.
Oh,
Oh.
damn. Damn, your AC's high.
Get
What was that?
wrecked, old crow food.
Yes. The creature swings his hook-like device at you and seems like very mad or frustrated that he missed. And then he goes, "Hey, that's not fair!" And then he bashes you forward with his massive tumorous head.
Oh,
Oh,
my
God.
god.
Tuma attack.
I'm sure this has a really high to hit bonus, too.
It does.
Of course, it's just like the blind monks, man.
All right, but it is a second attack, but it is agile, so +14. Here we go. 32.
Yeah, it's a hit.
All right. You're going to take D12 +10 bludgeoning damage. You take 18 damage, Escanor.
Jeez, these things
It's a
hit.
good thing I had my shield up.
You did, so that means you can use your reaction to block.
And I will use my shield block.
Okay, great. So how much does that absorb?
It absorbs my hardness, which is 10.
Okay. All right.
So
Did-
you had how much? 18 damage?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
So
Right.
it would be
So you take 8,
8
and the
damage.
shield takes 8.
Right.
Okay. So the head smashes into you, but as
Nice.
it does so, the massive tumorous mass crushes into you.
Oh.
Oh, God.
and you need to
it's
make a-
all over
Pus.
me.
And you need to make a fort save.
Make a cooties check.
I don't have prestidigitation today, man. You're on your own.
Don't forget, Nick, to
Good.
roll it in the dice tray.
Oh yeah, I gotta get my die back.
30.
All right, you're totally fine.
Hell yeah.
You avoid being stunned and sickened.
Oh, God.
I
Gross.
don't want to be stunned.
All right, so old crow food is gone, and he's no longer hidden to anyone because obviously he popped out of
name.
he popped out of the farm field. So
What's his
Burl-
name? Old Crow.
Old crow food.
Let me write that down. Old Crow food.
Well, he has
Not
a,
even fresh crow food.
he has a pumpkin on the side of his head. It kind of makes sense.
It does.
Come here, you jack-o'-lantern.
Are crows known for their pumpkin eating?
Well, just
I don't know.
it's
They
farm-
are in
farm food, I
Pathfinder
mean, I
Second
guess.
Edition. All right.
guess
So I have a couple of questions. When
Yep.
Lucky the Mature
by the way,
Savage
Bob.
Badger.
Sorry, by the way,
Go ahead.
Bob. 185.
Ugh.
Not that much more than
that's
the
all
last
right.
guy.
All right.
But I imagine more.
Lucky the Mature Savage Badger.
Yes.
Does his becoming large? Does his speed increase from 25 feet?
It does not.
So it gets slower. But-
Yeah, I mean proportionally.
Okay.
Yes.
Second question.
I think if you had made him nimble instead of savage,
Oh, he would increase.
he would
his
have gotten
speed.
speed increase.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna hit him with a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Third level spell.
All right. Well, right now, if you cast lightning bolt, you will hit everyone in your party with a lightning bolt.
It's accurate.
Because remember, you draw a line from your square to his through his square.
Just
We'll
stay,
go there.
Stay close to Escanor.
All right.
Third level spell.
Great.
Nice.
All right, Burl. What does that look like?
So it's a basic reflex save.
No. What does it look like?
Oh, it's I'm coming together. I'm gonna do like the old from City of Heroes where I'm gonna slap it together, and it's gonna just shoot out the lightning bolt.
Nice.
All right. Lucky lumbers around. Burl on
As
top.
I'm still on top of
Yeah,
Lucky.
of course. Energy gathers in Burl's hands, and then a crackling beam of lightning shoots out. All right, let me get a reflex save on this guy.
Yeah, and the DC is
I got a 30. I think that beats it.
I think it does. 26. Yeah.
Yes, so he's going to take half damage.
All right,
So go
it's
ahead and roll your damage.
4d12.
Yeah,
Can I borrow 2d12s?
you can. Here we go. Coming in hot.
There we go.
Oh,
There we go.
Tim's already on it.
They have a partner.
Got you.
All right. 9 plus 6 is 15 plus 4 is
19.
19.
So we'll round it up to 20. Make it 10 damage.
Ba-boom.
Very nice.
Lightning crackles out, but the old crow food, he manages to kind of dip and dodge, dop, dip,
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
And it
If
does
you
go.
can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a lightning bolt.
And it does go 120 feet back. So if there's anything that
Okay, yeah, so-
is susceptible to a lightning bolt,
Burl like lets it off, and then the lightning bolt shoots off, and it like crackles into a nearby tree and shears off a limb.
the back pasture is now on fire.
Yeah,
goes,
the Krieg.
Hey, brothers, there's a fight out here. I need help.
Oh, shit.
Oh, here we go.
Boy.
Escanor.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to demoralize him.
Oh,
Are you
alright.
bon mating?
I am going to.
He does not.
Bon mat.
It's a Friday night thing.
It's our for
It's a feat that uses diplomacy. It's a skill feat. What can I say? Bon mat.
Tim has used bon mot in our other Pathfinder 2 game to very good thing. It basically you insult someone with like a very clever whip, and it like critically penalizes their will save.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
And they keep the penalty until they can make a clever
Retort.
insult back. Oh, you are finished.
Yeah.
Well, allow me to retort. And so Tim will be like, hey, but Tim is just always goes, bon mot.
Yeah. And then I say, you suck.
All right. So Escanor, his will DC is 23. So go ahead and make an intimidation check to demoralize.
26.
All right. So he is frightened 1.
Nice.
Correct.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my second action to call upon the power of Iomeda, my deity.
Iomede.
Iomede. And I will use Weapon Surge on my flaming sword.
Okay, great. And what does that do?
So I have my weapon in my hand, and the next turn, the next strike with this weapon, until my next turn, I get a +1 status bonus to the attack roll, and the weapon deals an additional die of damage.
Okay, great. And it's to 1 attack?
1 attack. So I can only use it once.
Okay. So that would be right now, I imagine.
Correct.
Okay.
So the last
Your
thing,
D20's in there.
the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to swing away.
Right. And you're large now, so you have the reach. All right.
I have the reach. I get a +1 status. Oh, that's all right.
Ooh.
15 plus my. Where'd it go?
You need a combat worksheet.
I know.
Combat
I have it right here. Right here.
worksheet.
Check out these
I
nice
have it
circles.
right
He
here.
has a combat
I know.
worksheet.
So I am at 31.
Oh, okay. Well, that is a hit.
All right.
Nice.
So you know how to take the reservation. You just don't know how to hold the reservation.
Yes, pretty much. I was semi-prepared. All right. So now I get to do 3d8 plus d6.
Right. Plus.
Plus my 6
Plus-
originally,
plus
plus my 2. So
Yes,
plus my 8.
Yep. Plus 8.
That's a good amount.
23 damage.
Yep.
Jeez, we had fast.
All right. So the flaming longsword, driven by the zeal of the champion of Iomede, slashes into the ogre as the enlarged champion deals out justice.
Nice.
And that's 3 actions from Escanor.
Correct.
Aesius with haste.
With haste.
Post
Please
haste.
move on up.
With haste, going last.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hurry up and wait. Okay.
Yes.
Remember, Bob, if you need someone to help, rather than getting other people's camera shots.
No, I like the close up on his head.
Of course.
Yeah. You're hearing mine too. You're
That one over there. I think you were in the prism of all Penta.
Yeah.
He wanted the cameo, okay?
You charge him. I get it. Like
You sudden charge like always.
No, I want a sudden charge.
You sudden charge in a loop because that's how it works
So
in this
Escanor,
game.
Correct
Exactly.
me if I'm wrong. Your shield is not up.
Correct.
Okay.
he threw it on the ground.
No, he just.
No, when I attack, basically it just automatically
Yeah.
drops.
It's
Yeah,
not
happy-
my dad. It's a shield.
Happy birthday to the ground.
All right, so we're gonna rage.
Okay.
Because I hate giants.
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Sudden charge.
Great.
Get to the chopper.
All right. So as Aesius comes in, old
Take
Crow
that
Food
back.
turns on him
Yeah,
Proof
couldn't
of-
flank,
brings his attack down on him.
What weapon does he have?
He's got like a scythe.
It's a piece
farming
of tree.
sickle.
It's like a big it's a big.
Wait a second.
sickle.
How is he hitting me? I came into his space. Oh, because he has reach.
He has
Yeah.
reach,
All right,
has
he
reach.
does have reach.
so he's going to attack you. 31.
That is a hit.
My goodness.
Okay. So he hits you with his strike. That's 2d12 plus 15.
You're outside of my 15-foot reach, by the way.
Yes, you
Warning,
are by one,
warning.
Bob.
Every time.
So this is a great example of bad maneuvers.
I'm fine if
I'm
Bob
not used
goes
to being
there.
close to the
If you or me go there,
champion.
All right, that's
That's a-
33 damage.
Okay.
Now remember, you take.
12.
You have stone
so that's
skin.
gone. And then
Well, no. First things
18.
first, your resistance kicks in.
Yeah. The temp. Oh, my
No.
resistance kicks in
Yup.
first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 of that goes away, so 28.
Right,
And
and
then
one and
12
one
of
of
my
and
temp.
one of your minutes goes away.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mm.
So that's why you have to keep track of that on a piece of paper.
I mean, it'll probably be this encounter, but unless you race
It could
to
last
something.
longer.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so
Race to the next
28,
thing.
and then 12 of that goes away, so I have 16 damage off my resolve.
Okay, great. 12 damage just goes away. Why is that?
My temporary HP. Sorry,
Rage.
Gotcha.
From rage.
my rage.
And then it goes away from your stamina, not from your resolve, right?
Sorry.
You have 20,
You're like, you only have
26
4 of those, man? I don't think you want to start taking that as damage.
I was like, wow, that's impressive. How many resolve you got over
This
there?
dude just did 33 resolve to me. I'm pretty demoralized.
I go home.
I
just-
quit adventuring for
yeah,
the
we-
rest of my life.
We've just gone straight to the resolve.
I'm at neg 29 resolve.
Yeah, I become a merchant and
anything
live my
else
life out.
crazy happened from his attack?
no. It's just an
Okay.
attack of opportunity.
You don't
All right.
you don't smell particularly great.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry.
you do close the
I mean,
distance. so
after the attack.
bring it up.
All right, here we
You
go.
closed it with speed.
Plus 18, 29.
Hit.
All right.
Nice.
See how you hit. What is that? You're swinging a maul. You're a barbarian. You're just rolling a dice. Remember the basic.
Basic.
Describe
Oh,
your
oh,
actions.
Swing at him.
Still new at this, everybody.
I sudden charge him.
I sudden charge him.
Suddenly, I decide to charge him. He is
Yes.
Hit smash. Yeah, so I move in, swinging furiously with my maul. I take one hit to the face.
Yeah.
back.
It's not with the hook. He
Yeah,
just
it's kinda
kind of
butt.
because he's swinging at Escanor. So as you come in, he kind of cracks you on
Yeah.
the side of the skull with the other end of the pole arm.
Shake it
You got
off.
cross-check.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he cross checks you with the-
Stagger bit, but my maul's still coming forward.
Great.
The maul's coming in, and this is going to be regular 16 plus 2d12 plus a d6 plus 2.
Yes, speak. My
It's
two.
eventual hatred.
Oh yes,
So
Eventually.
nice.
18, 22.
No, +4 for vengeful hatred because Derek doubled it.
That's true.
Oh, right. I lied then. So 18, 22 plus 16,
38,
38 plus 4. So
42.
42 damage.
All right.
Damn.
The barbarian does what the barbarian does and
Indeed.
just mashes into the guy who crumples under the attack.
But I feel like I'm just so fast. I feel like I'm quickened, maybe. And I'll
So
swing one more time.
I feel like I'm
Oh, yeah, I forgot-
33% faster.
I forget you got another attack.
I
Yeah,
feel like I can hit him again.
yeah. Yep.
This one is only going to be, let's see, 21. So
21 is a miss.
Oh.
Yeah, that map is a pain in the butt.
Yep.
The map.
And my turn
Multiple
ends.
attack penalty.
As I miss, I
You
say,
don't make attacks. So
Wildor!
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not something you worry about.
It's like GE, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
No.
giant eagle.
No.
No.
leave a comment below. If we said GE, what company?
What did you think
What
of?
company would you think of? Would you think of Giant Eagle, or would you think of the company that's known as GE?
General Electric.
So as my turn ends, I yell, Gwildor, get him!
All right. Well, Gwildor, at the start of your turn,
Yeah, buddy. Who shows
boy.
up?
Well, I imagine he yelled for his family to come out.
Yeah,
so.
they've got to be around
Oh,
here.
yeah, they're coming.
These hillbilly bastards.
yes, the barn door opens.
Hog, Jeppo, and Sugar.
Wait,
I can't wait for this.
Can I get the names again?
Hog,
Jeppo,
Jeppo, and
and
Sugar.
Sugar.
Oh, I feel like it shouldn't have an R at the end there. It should be just Sugar.
Sugar.
Well, his name is Sugar, but they call him Sugar.
I said, hey,
Okay.
Sugar.
Shug, what up, Shug?
Yeah.
The Shug.
3 younger-looking Grawl brothers come out. Probably none of them is older than like 16 or 17, although it's hard to say. One of them, Hog, is a hulking brute with a vestigial arm growing, a third vestigial arm growing out of his left elbow.
Jeez.
That ain't right.
Jeppo is big and tall, pretty handsome, but completely albino.
So like me.
And Sugar is the shortest, standing barely over 6 feet tall, but he has crooked, stumpy legs, and it looks like his skin is like covered in rashes.
Oh,
Ugh,
God.
It's got the goblin pox.
gross.
Give him hell, crow food.
I told you don't call me that.
What do you prefer to be called?
Actually, I don't know what his real name is.
What's old crow
Crow,
juice?
crow food it is.
Maybe
Yeah.
it is crow food.
Yeah,
It's Crowfoodicus.
yeah, it looks like it is. All right, old Crow Food turns back. Get out here quick, or Mama's gonna beat you. Come on, you got intruders in my farm field. All right, Gwildor. So there's 3 Grawl brothers that are just off of the battle mat, maybe
All right.
probably about 120 feet away towards me.
All right. That's kind of far. That's a little further than I was hoping for. However, Gwildor is always prepared.
Okay.
Ooh.
He snaps his fingers, and out of his glove pops a wand that he levels at the 3 giants who have come out. And you feel kind of like, the air pressure change as a bolt of electricity shoots out of the wand at the 3 siblings who have now shown up. It
Okay.
has a 120-foot range.
What is this?
The lightning bolt.
Well,
How far away do they need to move is my question.
I think you would need to move so you don't hit Azius and Escanor.
Oh, they're not this way?
No, sorry, towards me.
Oh, gotcha. So
Yeah.
either way I need to move. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so step up and lightning right through.
All right.
What's his face?
5, 10. I can't get around Burl that way.
Why don't you come
You
this
could
way?
go diagonal.
I mean, is that
It-
better?
Well, yeah, because
Yeah,
you
you
might be
could
able to
go
hit. You might be able to
15,
hit Crowfoot too.
He's right. You might be able to hit old
If
Crowfoot.
you go to
Yeah.
the right, you could
Come
hit
over this
Crowfoot.
Well,
way.
I just
and
moved
do
20, and that's how far I can go. So.
Well,
They were saying if you go the other way.
Oh, if I go the other way.
Counter
You go the
opposite
other way,
way.
you line up, and you might be able to hit
Oh,
Crowfoot
I got you.
and everybody.
I got you.
so I
let's
guess,
see
Derek,
here.
the question is if he's over there,
5,
can he
10.
line them all up?
20.
yeah.
Yes.
Sweet.
Hell
I'll line
yeah.
them all up.
All right.
And,
yeah.
and he's within 15 feet of me, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Still.
No warning
Yeah,
signal
all
came
right,
up.
so this is a DC 26 reflex save.
Okay. Well, you roll your damage, and I will roll reflex save.
Matt, I am now going to borrow your D12.
Go for it. I felt like I should have waited on my lightning bolt.
Here we go. All right, so my damage is
2 ones.
18. Yeah, that was unfortunate. 2
yeah,
ones.
2 1s. That'll happen. All right.
We
what's
got
the,
18.
What's the DC?
26.
Okay. Here we go. Plus 7. I got a 26. So he takes 9.
Which one?
A hog.
Okay. Sorry. I was like, is it the?
Are you keeping track of all 3?
No, I'm keeping track of crow food.
Boss
Yeah, no, I
Nass,
haven't,
yeah.
I'll roll him less. I should have
Okay.
rolled him first because he's the one who's getting hit first. 26 again. Wow, that's crazy. He takes 9. So he's. And then Sugar with his.
Sugar.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Sugar rolled a 13.
Oh, poor
Nice.
Sugar.
Critical failure.
So critical
Ooh.
failure. So he takes
Just double?
double.
Right, so 36.
So 36.
Nice.
And he is immediately blasted into bloodied.
Oh,
as the-
snap.
As the lightning bolt crackles through Sugar, his he starts his twitchy little legs aren't able to get him out of the way fast
Aw.
enough. As his brothers kind of dive left and right, and they kind of get up and they're kind of like pointing at him and laughing, like look how funny his hair looks.
If they weren't giants, Gwildor would
Siblings.
feel bad.
Does it do any more? Oh no, only does
No,
it on
only
melee.
Only to
weapons.
weapon damage, and then I will roll old Crow Foods
Crow food.
reflex save.
I want to figure out his real name.
That's 27, so he's going to take half.
All
So
right.
he takes 9 points of damage.
Okay.
All right, so Gwildor is done, and now Old Crow Food goes.
That's right.
His reaction is back. He is going to spin onto Azius, who just smashed him with the maul. That's not very nice, you mean dwarf. Bob,
Mm-hmm.
I lied.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my.
He
He's gonna,
falls down dead.
no, he is going to pull out. It's a 3-action whirlwind. It's going to
Oh
affect
my God.
all
dear
foes.
God.
All foes within reach, which is
Not me.
it's
Oh,
not Burl.
It's not Gwildor either.
There's no
no,
way.
I knew it wasn't Gwildor, but I
Oh,
thought it
the-
was Burl.
Unless you
All
got
right,
that
never mind.
15-foot reach.
Never mind. He's just going to smash you in the face.
Oh my God.
That isn't very nice. I'm going to show you what happens when you mess with my farm. All right, he smashes you.
Dude, what are you even growing here? This shit looks nasty. Fucking rotten ass pumpkins.
Bob, he is going to.
face.
How do I do this? Yeah. Okay, so the hook weapon has the trip trait. So he is going to do a trip attack against you.
Okay.
Trippy.
Jump.
So
What's
this
this go against?
this
I have
goes.
to make a fortitude save.
No, it's against your fortitude DC,
Not reflex.
So 28.
but it could be against your reflex.
I think that
Actually-
makes sense.
Who chooses?
I think it's actually just set by.
Let's say if
by
it's-
the-
Oh, gotcha. You just
If it's
didn't know
reflex,
which.
that's a
I
lot
gotcha.
worse. For
I
me.
just don't know. Okay, here we
Yeah.
go.
I can stomach anything, therefore I'll avoid
To
this
trip. You have to have a hand free or have to have a weapon with the trip trait, which he does. It is an athletics
Trip
check
trait?
against the target's reflex
Shit.
DC.
This is bad then.
So you, and
Uh-oh.
remember, you're at a penalty for that.
Just fall
I'm at
prone.
22.
Just fall prone.
Okay, yeah, he's going to succeed.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough.
All right, 27.
So I am now prone.
Yes. So you are. So Azius is knocked prone. So mark him prone.
Thank you, Matthew. Or maybe not.
Perfect.
Nice.
Well played. So he brings the hook up underneath you, trips you, and then he takes his big tumor-infested head and smashes it down into you.
I'm at 22 AC.
So savage.
Didn't that happen last time? You fell prone and then I cast a
All
fireball.
right, so this is with his
So I gave him
fire
resist
resistance.
5 fire this
so
time.
plus 14.
That's a good
31, Bob.
Oh, not a crit.
Oh, it's not a crit.
Oh.
22.
That's good.
All right, so you take 20 damage. So remember, you take 1 minute and 5 off
Yep.
of the damage,
Mhm.
and then you take 15.
15. Yep.
And now you have to make a fortitude save.
So let me do my 15 real quick.
Yep.
Fort save.
Yes.
And if you fail, you definitely got some of this shit in your mouth.
Oh.
Ooh, doesn't look good. 24.
That passes.
I have a high fort.
You do have a
yeah.
very. He's a
Yeah.
dwarf
You're a
barbarian.
dwarf
He has a-
barbarian, yeah.
All right, and with his third action, he is going to make a.
Oh, also I critically succeeded there because I succeed on all on fort saves. I critically.
There's no additional
Okay.
benefit, so you're fine. With his last action, which is minus 10 map, obviously, but he's just going to attack you because you're prone, raging, clumsy on the ground.
Prone.
and oh, no, I'm no longer quickened, right?
No, you're quick
Yeah,
enough for the
that's-
whole fight.
Yeah, the whole fight is a minute long.
It's a minute long.
That's
So
what
don't-
you're keeping track of.
So
right?
your AC's down by 4, is that right?
No, it's down by. I already have this,
Oh, okay.
so it's down by 2 from what you see right here.
Gotcha.
I'm
so,
at
Wait,
22.
so your AC always assumes you're raging?
No. It's different on each sheet.
Oh, nice. All right.
I
Well,
try
good.
to do what you told me about
All right,
these
all right, all right.
stat sheets.
All right, so with a minus 10 penalty, I got a 21.
that is a miss.
Nice.
Okay, the fact that we're even like,
Just barely.
oh, it's a miss. Okay, so Old Crow Food trips Azius, headbutts him in the face with his massive tumorous overgrowth, and then tries to jab the ogre hook into his belly, but can't get it just in time as Azius rolls to one side. Burl, you're up next.
Oh shit, we got company.
Yep,
Yes, we do.
yep. Pain train's coming.
How closely are they grouped?
I mean, right now they're all coming out of the same
I
barn
hit
door.
all of them with one lightning bolt, so
Yeah.
they're on a line.
They're within a 20-foot burst. I'd
Oh,
say.
absolutely, yeah.
All right. Well, then I'll cast a 4th level fireball.
Oh,
okay.
goodbye.
He's gonna burn down the whole
Hog,
house.
Jeppo, and Sugar.
All right, from downtown. But this time it's not like a basketball shot. No, it's like a Hail Mary.
yeah.
Burl falls back to pass.
Brady.
Brady.
He drops
So,
back to
He
the
drops back to pass. It's a 2-step. He spins to the left. He finds his wide
Sorry,
receiver.
we're in Cleveland. Mayfield.
Yeah.
It's the flea flicker.
All right, Matt. We got a DC 26, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, and it's going to be 8d6 plus 6. Plus 8.
Plus 8. Yep, level 4, so plus 8.
Come on. Oh no, dice on
Oh
the
my
floor.
goodness.
Oh,
The dice
Five,
are
Foul.
excited.
5-step penalty.
boom! That
All
looks
right.
pretty good.
Ayo.
It's a couple of ones though.
There's always going to be a couple ones.
So that's 20, 24, 27, 28, plus 8.
So 36.
Nice.
Very nice.
All right, well, let's start with Sugar, who is already critically failed the lightning bolt. DC 26, and Sugar has a plus 7. Rolls a 13, gets a 20, fails, takes 36, has 34, and dies in the fiery blast.
Wow.
As,
Sugar.
the Sugar's trying to get his back up on his feet from the lightning bolt. The brothers are still laughing at him, and then the fireball lands in his
Tears
face,
through
and
them.
it just blows up. All right. Hog gets a critical failure.
Oh shit! Hog blows up too.
Hog takes 72 damage
Oh
from the
my
fireball
God.
and is immediately slain. And then Jeppo
Oh.
critically fails.
Oh my god!
It
All
takes-
3 of them?
Yeah, it takes 72 damage and dies.
triple crit.
Oh. I see the
Double
mushroom
kill.
cloud form from this fireball.
All right.
I think the Hail Mary succeeded.
Go for the quad
yeah, no
kill.
shit.
Then with my last remaining action, I'll command Lucky. So he's going to charge towards the Old Crow Food,
Okay.
and I'm going to do a sweet backflip, but stay in place. So I'm on him now, but he's going to go forward. I'm going to do a backflip.
Well, you cannot
And-
command him. Oh, you're using an action to dismount and then
Yeah.
using his action to move
Well,
forward.
I only got one action, so I guess I got to stay on him.
Well, you could get off of him and that's an action. But remember, Lucky gets one action.
Oh, on his
per
own.
turn.
Okay. Yeah. I'll spend one action to get off, and then because the commanding him would do 2 things.
Right.
So I guess if he's got enough room,
He can, but remember that
to
guy does have
flank.
attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
So he's going to run right through to eventually flank with Azius.
Oh,
Well, that's a,
you're gonna go to the other side.
that's a bit of a hike.
Yeah, he's got 25, 5, 10, 15.
Well, you can't walk between Escanor and
Yeah,
him.
we're like
I
right.
can't?
No.
We're like right on each
gotta,
other.
like,
basically.
Their toes are touching.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean, you could
Well, you
walk
could
through
go-
Escanor's space.
yeah, you could go through it, but
But you are going to accrue attack of opportunity then
Yeah.
Yeah.
versus.
I can get there?
Yep.
Honey Badger don't care.
All right, yeah.
But
All right, so put Burl back onto the map there
I was gonna
as
say.
he kind of dismounts. So you leap off and kind of smack Lucky in the butt. He runs forward, passing under Escanor, and yeah, he's going to take the attack of opportunity.
yeah, thanks for taking that from me.
Oh, I rolled a d12. I was like, why is that so low? All right, I got a 27 versus
Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have your shield up?
No, I had to drop it. Remember,
Okay.
Yeah,
but
you
you do
did.
have a reaction.
I do have a reaction,
Okay.
and yes,
All right, so Lucky would take 17 damage.
so I will use then retributive strike on that since
Great.
I'm within reach.
Yep.
So it will do 10 less damage,
Yep.
So the old 7?
Yep.
All right.
Nice.
and then I will also perform an attack. Then
There you go.
Oh shit.
That's probably not a hit.
no 19.
No, that's not a hit.
That's not
All right. So Escanor's paladinic aura shields Lucky, who doesn't take the brunt of the damage, and Escanor follows up with a retribution strike. However, Old Crow Food manages to turn aside the paladin's blow, but then looks back. You're gonna pay for that. My brothers, Mama's gonna be so mad at me.
Yeah, she is. She's real disappointed.
I'm real
Yeah.
afraid of mother right now.
What is your mom's name?
Mama.
Just mama.
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 Escanor.
All right. So
Oh, also, yeah, he is no longer frightened.
correct.
Well, he should be at this
He's
point.
just gonna die of terminal stupidity here in a minute.
Yeah. and I can no longer demoralize him for the next 10 minutes.
Correct.
So,
Mm.
um,
Now is it just he can't? Like someone else could?
That's correct.
Okay.
so then what I will do then is I will use my weapon surge again,
Okay.
and I will power up my weapon, and I will take a swing at Old Crowfoot.
All right. All right. The flaming weapon is empowered and imbued, but even with the +1,
Alas,
you miss.
a 20 ain't gonna do it.
That is not going to do it.
No.
All right. So you have one action left, Escanor.
I will raise my shield.
Yep. Sounds good. All right. Azius.
Well, I can stand up now without any fear of attack of opportunity now.
That's correct. You can stand
So
up.
definitely standing up. Now that I'm also flanked with Lucky, I'm hoping that I don't know where I'm going.
This is going to
It's
look.
just progressively getting worse.
This is just going to look so epic on our battle map as you drag Azius.
Oh, such production
Okay.
quality.
I was trying to flop. He wouldn't flop.
Unfortunately, you are not flanking with the badger.
You should have stood up 5 feet to
Well,
the
you
left.
cannot. You have to stand up in the
I'll
square.
step.
Okay, so then you
You're hasted.
So I step this way?
Yep.
Yep. So just that's 2 actions.
Yep, there
And
you
then with my third action,
Yes, no one help Matt, please.
bringing down.
But you're
the
hasted,
maw.
so that is you could stride, right?
Yeah,
So
I mean, or this
It's
or
step.
this attack could
you have
be.
two. You have
Yeah.
2 actions left.
Yeah,
is the
correct.
point.
But
Correct.
I hate giants.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
You guys get punished because you roll like really. You roll like pansies.
Maybe I need to switch back to the small
you
die.
gotta
You
get
gotta
a
wrist
shake it up.
You
get
gotta
it
get a.
going.
That's 26.
You can't just be like,
like you
oh,
get-
ho
this-
hum, it's
this-
a roll.
This is how you guys
You go
roll.
like,
yeah, like at
let's
the
fucking go, baby.
at the
Alright,
craps
ready?
table. You guys
You
would be
ready?
like this. Okay.
Oh, I was the same thing. Like, fuck me. I'm getting all into it over here. Rolls exactly the same number. It doesn't matter, Bob. Do whatever the fuck you want.
26.
26 is a hit.
Oh, sweet.
All right, come on.
Wait, what's your bonus to hit?
18.
Oh wow, that's high.
Oh, yeah.
That is high
Oh,
as fuck.
yeah.
What's your bonus to hit?
Oh, they're there.
14.
Okay, so there's something wrong. Why is that a 4-point difference between your guys' attack rolls?
Because I'm raging?
Raging does not affect your attack roll at all.
Oh, sorry, 18 is my hit. 18. Sorry,
I was
I
like-
was looking at the wrong one. 18.
Oh, okay, never mind. You
I was
guys,
like, I
you guys,
feel like I've
no,
done this
sorry.
100
I was-
times.
You
Yeah,
guys
no,
should
I
have
was looking at the wrong one,
you guys
sorry.
should exactly have the same attack.
Yeah,
bonus.
mine's +9.
I was like, I feel like I'm good. All right, so here we go. Plus 16.
Plus
So,
20.
Yeah.
Vengeful hatred.
Vengeful hate. So 4 more. Yes.
Yep.
So plus 20. That's 20.
31.
31 damage.
All right. Oh, I'm gonna get you, dwarf. I'm gonna get you good. Hey, Bob.
How are you gonna get me with this map attack?
What?
Whoa, I'm
What
so
the- you
I'm so
deserve
meta.
that.
I rule that destiny
the
goes
fuck?
Destiny falls out of your hands and goes flying across the battlefield as it's like, you don't deserve me. Did you just describe your attack as a map attack?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
Oh my god.
I liked it.
Yelling
All right.
your fleas.
It would have been better had you actually hit. Though.
Gary Gygax rolls over in his grave and dies.
Terrible.
Again.
I like them playing the OG
Aw.
D&D and stuff like that.
All right, Gwildor.
All right, Gwildor is going to cast True Strike on himself.
Okay.
And then he is going to use the spell weapon to power up the damage of his next bow shot.
Okay.
And then he is going to use the Archer's Aim attack again to give himself a +2 circumstance bonus to the attack roll.
Okay.
So here we go.
And what are you shooting him with?
I am shooting him with my short bow, my dwarven short bow,
Okay, which looks suspiciously like a crossbow.
which looks suspiciously like a crossbow, but just doesn't have reload.
Yeah, it just mechanically works.
Wait,
like
dwarves figured it out better. You know, dwarf wizard with a 19 and has never been heard of before, so I figured it out.
Checks out.
All right, that is a 31
that is a hit.
to hit. So this is going to be 4d6.
Almost a crit.
Almost.
You need to get those crits. Crit fishing with the bow.
Mhm.
I know. I'm trying. Wait, actually, that is too higher because I forgot to add in my circumstance bonus for it being.
Well, in
So
that
it's a
case,
30 33.
It's a critical hit.
All right. So it's going to get
Yes.
doubled.
Well, no, you also
And-
add deadly.
Oh my God, deadly! It's a short bow. Is that D8? I think.
Yes.
Is
Deadly
this Vengeful
D8.
Hatred as well?
Yeah. Well, no, that's just part of his damage bonus.
No, but is it Vengeful Hatred?
Yes, because
Yeah.
it's my weapon. So yeah, it'll be another 4 damage on top of this.
You get 1 die for each die.
Oh shit!
So that.
Oh,
well,
shit.
Here's how you do this. Take that. What's
Yep.
your damage?
So my damage is 11 plus vengeful hatred is 15.
So double that.
30.
Now roll your deadly.
All right, so we got 30 there, and now here goes the deadly. We're gonna do like 15 on top of that, so that's 45 total damage.
Okay.
Man, it's so confusing. I just try to catch people on fire.
Yeah. Screw all this. Screw all this attacking nonsense.
Here's lightning. Here's fire.
It's like, oh, you did 40. You did.
Oh, add 2 damage because I was in point blank shot stance.
Oh.
Oh, shit!
Okay.
I'm remembering all my things.
Is that 2 damage before the crit, with the crit?
Yeah, it's 1 damage and then it
Oh, it dude already doubled
doubles
it.
because
Sorry.
of the crit.
That's 2 damage and then doubles to 4. for
Oh,
the
so
crit,
it's double.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's what I was, yeah, that's
Oh,
Yeah.
so then yes.
So 4 total from that.
Okay. So
And that is my
5 things that we forgot, but we did remember them.
We did remember them just sequentially instead of all at the
There's a
same
lot-
time.
You know, listen,
my life
if
stuff.
you're bad with numbers, you play Pathfinder, you won't be.
That's right.
Um,
Because you're gonna have to add a
or
lot
you'll,
real
yeah,
quick.
or you'll quit.
One of the two.
okay. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna hit the
great
end
motivation.
turn button there, Derek.
All right. Great. Old crow
I was hoping
food.
to kill him that turn.
Old crow food.
He's not dead yet.
No.
It's 21 HP left.
He turns towards Asius and makes melee strike.
I was like, is he going to use his hurricane thing?
Melee
Now he's
strike
gonna
number
fight.
one.
Yeah, no, he is. Old crow food goes, that's enough. I'm tired of you
Attack of
guys.
opportunity.
Look out for your map.
Let's not manipulate.
Look out for your map. I do this to avoid my map. All right, so he's going to make a whirlwind strike. 3 actions. It's going to make 1 attack against each person within reach at his highest attack roll. So here we go. Plus 15 versus Asius. Critical.
Oh my
What is
God.
it?
35.
Oh my God.
Ouch.
Critical.
Oh my God.
Against Escanor. Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. 15 plus 18, 33.
28. Yeah, you hit me.
And against Lucky. Now one.
No, miss.
Ah, of course,
Of course, Lucky gets spared because he went right over Lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was true. He was,
Yeah.
Well, no, he started with the dwarf, and then he went up to hit Escanor, and then at that point in time, he was too high. He
Yeah.
couldn't hit Lucky.
Couldn't bring
All
it
right,
back down.
So the massive Ogrekin, enraged at the death of his brothers as he approaches death, spins down, and like a golf club swing, the massive hook comes down into Asius. This is gonna get doubled.
Shit.
60 damage.
-5
Your stone skin takes 5
and one minute.
and 1 minute.
Okay.
You take the other 55 though, bud. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
You on your own. You're outside of my reach. Sorry,
I've done what I can.
Escanor, you take 30.
Minus 10 for my shield being up, so
No, your
Nope.
shield being up does not do anything for you. Unless you're using a shield block.
or shield block. So my
But you
reaction-
didn't try to use your reaction.
no,
well,
'cause
no, it was
got-
your
no,
turn.
because I had my turn, so it
Yeah.
basically blocked it. So
Okay, so you're going to
I
use
will
a
use
shield,
my shield
block.
block then. Yes.
Okay.
All right,
So,
perfect.
but right, so you take 20,
Right.
your shield takes 20.
Okay.
Right, do you have your shield's hit points written down on your sheet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was I'm at 88.
Okay, great.
So now it's
Okay.
Damn, your shield got
68.
more hit points than me. Fuck.
Yes, it
Well,
really does.
Well, not only is he a thing, but he also has the instead of a holy sword, he took a holy shield. So he has the
Oh.
shield divine spirit.
It still breaks it half though. Or does it? That'd be sweet if it didn't.
No, it can restore it if it becomes if it
okay.
becomes damaged or something like that. Is that right? Escanor?
Something like that.
Something like that. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
how
Nick's
it
like, I
works.
have no fucking clue, Derek. Stop
Right,
putting me on the
exactly.
spot.
Yeah, what do you want me to
stream.
give more insight than you? What the fuck do
Yeah.
you want from me?
Yeah. All right. It does increase the hardness by 2. So that.
Oh, there
Yes.
you go.
Giggity.
All right. So that was his action. It was all 3 actions. So how are we
All
looking
right.
after that big swing there, Azius?
I'm at 0 stamina, 43 HP.
Oh,
mean,
you're
it's
fine.
still
Impressive.
bad.
Still a
It's
beast.
a beast,
Fine.
man.
Yeah,
The
seriously.
best is I could like take a resolve and get 40 stamina
Yeah, you're
All right,
fine.
bro.
Yeah,
Burl.
in combat.
in
All right.
combat.
All right, Burl.
All right, I'm gonna hit him with a produce flame. I'm just like,
Oh, shit.
just gonna take my cantrip.
Pew,
at him.
pew, pew,
Yeah.
Basic.
pew, pew. All right. is
So
this
it
a-
does get. It is my blood magic, so it does get +4 because it is auto heightened to 4.
It is not because it's not casting a spell. Remember,
Oh.
cantrips are never casting a spell.
But it does get.
It doesn't get anything.
It doesn't get heightened.
It is auto heightened. It's
Yeah,
a,
so
it's a level
44.
4.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 44. Yeah.
44 plus charisma, so 44 plus 4.
Ooh.
But you got to hit. Right?
You're right.
It's just a range attack.
Yep.
So it's plus
Against,
16.
it's against AC.
Yep, plus 16. 30
Oh,
critical hit.
shit.
Yes.
So
End him
44.
Double it?
Yeah, so 44 plus 4 doubled.
Flame was definitely produced.
All right, so 4, 5, 6, 7,
So 24
8.
damage.
Yeah.
Dead.
Nice.
right.
Nice.
There we go.
All right.
Bravo, Burrow.
So Crow Food spins around in a massive arc, crushes into Aziz, who still stands, and as he sits there kind of chuckling like all of a sudden like a pocket of fire just pops into his mouth and just starts burning him up.
Chokes
as,
on it.
as old Crow Food goes, oh, and then collapses to the ground.
Man, these ogres are
Dead.
a bunch of chumps.
Anybody else smell pumpkin
Excellent.
seeds? Kind of burning.
All right, old Crow Food is dead, as well as his brothers from the barn.
As they were trying to run to him.
I hope we
I
have
mean,
a
they never
second-
even got to
No,
go.
they were laughing the entire time at each other.
That's what they get.
They
That's
went.
right.
They were gonna go here. Gwildor hit him with a lightning bolt, and then Burl finished him off with a level 4
Yeah.
fireball.
What happens when you hit an ogre with a lightning bolt?
The same thing that happens to everything else. They blow up in
Oh
fire.
my god.
So this is a great example of where these were lower level creatures. These guys were only level 5, and reflex isn't their great save, so they only have a +7. And Matt's DC is 16,
Mm.
so they need a 19 just to pass, which means on a
Jeez.
9 or lower, they
got that
critical
critical
fail. There's almost a 50% chance.
And they had no trouble all passing my lightning bolt except for Sugar.
I rolled double 19.
Oh my god.
But to be fair, yeah, no, like
Yeah.
it really should have been like 50% critical fail, 40%
Right.
pass, and then 10%
Yeah,
or
that's
10%
insane.
pass, 40% fail. All right, well, the battle in the farm field outside of the Graal's homestead is over. Old Crow Food is dead at your feet, and his brothers lie in smoldering heaps on the far side of the farm
I
field.
spit on the corpse as I resolve to kill more giants.
That's very good.
Checks
Bob.
out.
All right, so you're gonna spend 1 resolve point and get back all
80
of your
stamina.
Take another minute off of your stone skin because it's just that'll represent the time
Yep.
of the fight. The haste spell only lasts a minute, so that's going to end.
Yes.
And depending on what you do, Escanor, you still have a couple minutes left of being enlarged.
Right.
All right. Just this idea of this gigantic knight moving through the farm field.
Let's go, guys.
10 feet tall, just like.
My crops.
Yes. Well, Old Crow Food.
I'm sure the
was
crops
very
are
was
last.
very proud of his farm field, but it is now not only is it smashed. There's also like several lightning bolt arcs through it.
It's burned.
Plow in the field.
Yeah.
Mutilated
Where's,
giant
where's
corpses.
the fire cat?
So the fire cat obviously injured, kind of has been staying back. But as you guys were
yeah.
fighting, even as soon as that it started was like going for the barn. And it's kind of like now it's coming back and it's kind of like it seems very pleased with you. And it seems to be like going back being like,
Thanks, guys.
and then with that it kind of lumps off and it starts running for the barn.
So we should fireball the barn.
How's everyone looking health wise?
So I will.
May okay.
I'll use a resolve then to get all my stamina back as well.
Great.
I used my drain bonded item on every spell level, so I'm back to full spells. Let's go.
I didn't take anything. Lucky took 7, but he's fine.
Bucky.
So are you good to follow
Bucky
the fire
runs.
cat?
Oh yeah, we're
All right, so keep
Ready
in
to
mind
go?
though, he said mother, so there might be
Oh, I
another
know.
one in the barn.
I hope
so,
there is.
Yeah, if
So
there's
we
one left.
we
Yeah.
approach with caution.
It's time to commit familicide.
Oh man,
Kill an entire family.
Matricide, yeah.
I didn't know that was a word, and it's awful.
I mean, there's a horrible word for everything.
That's right.
All right,
All right.
we'll go proceed. I assume that you're going to lead the way
I
since
will
you're
leave
still
shield
enlarged.
raised. Yes,
And you're still
just in
big.
case.
And I'm still looking out for any traps.
All right.
And scouting.
All right. Old Crowfoot and his brothers have been defeated. The farm house lies on the opposite side of the clearing. There's been no additional movement from the farmhouse or from the old dilapidated home.
I don't hear
There's
any women, old motherly figures
No.
stomping around.
And all you can kind of hear is like the quiet sound of like a screen door, snapping in the wind. But the fire pelt cougar, the magical animal companion,
I'm gonna move my hand before I talk.
has begun loping its way over towards the farm house, seemingly very excited.
Well, slowly we'll follow.
Yep.
All right. All right. The barn, as you approach, the doors have been kind of swung wide open. They're barn doors, they slide, although the hinge work is very rusted because the brothers had come out. The barn looks to house several mounds of molding hay. There are grain stores and even a very large but very crude looking still, like a distillery.
Oh hell
Ooh,
yeah!
moonshine.
Yeah, they're making some good stuff.
There are 2 catwalks up above the lower floor, leading to doors near a ceiling in the eastern wall. And lower, a massive pair of doors, which are now flung open, allows ground access. There are several dingy-looking kennels made of bits of wood and wire built into the walls around the outside of the barn, which are all empty.
And
because-
it's 2 stories.
yeah. Well, it's a big, tall barn,
Yep.
and then there's just like a catwalk up top.
You have to
And-
take a ladder and then
Yeah.
you do catwalk.
And on the ground floor, there's a bunch of molding hay, old still, and then there's several kennels that look like they were probably
Like
used
the
to,
hunting
used to
dogs.
house dogs.
Ooh, they're doing the Ruth Stout method.
Anyways, however, I'm looking here at the map. Sorry. The cat has run in, and then, like I said, at the far end of the barn, there's another set of big double barn doors that lead to like the back room of the barn.
Okay.
The cat rushes into the barn and begins pawing excitedly at the door at the far side of the barn.
Oh, how tall are these doors? Because
They're like big barn doors, so they're like 8-9 feet tall.
They're
So-
just about as tall as you.
I was gonna say, so I have to slightly.
Oh yeah.
I have to slightly duck to.
If
get
you
in,
run to the other
basically.
doors and throw a big shoulder, I think you can
All
get
right,
us
so
through.
then I will try to. Then, I will go and open the doors then.
All
with
right,
your,
well,
with
there-
your shoulder.
Yeah, there
You'll
is
slam the doors open.
So
Oh,
there is a large, massive timber sort of set into 2 hooks that hold this door closed.
I will.
Oh, channel
pick
your
it up and
If you don't
toss it
pick
to
it
the
up, I
side.
will.
So go ahead and make an athletics check, Escanor.
channel your inner 1/1.
All right.
I would
30.
All right.
Nice.
With gigantic strength, Escanor lifts the beam and throws it aside, and the door is now available to be opened. The cat is, excitedly kind of meowing and crying, and then you kind of hear a groan from the other side. Kib, is that you?
Yes, it's me, Kib.
Kibble and bits.
Who goes there? We don't sound like a growl.
Are you okay?
Help me by all the gods.
Is this your cougar? Open the door. Blast it open.
All right, so I will open the door then.
All right. The majority of this large, stuffy chamber is covered in filthy webs, forming a funnel that dips down into the ground. A catwalk runs along the rim of this room as well, near the ceiling. And in the northeast and southeast corners, the catwalk extends downward. So it's like there's a cage built underneath the catwalk. So it's like you've got it hanging from the ceiling and then like mounted up underneath it, almost kind of like hanging from the ceiling. There are several fenced in platforms, prison cells, forming cages. The walls within each cage are hung with iron manacles. Most of the manacles, while bloody, are empty, but 3 in the southeast corner imprison 3 emaciated men.
What
is Human?
this place?
Oh shit.
Ugh.
How do we get you out of here? What is it? What is this place? This seems like an awful torture dungeon.
All right. So you see 3 men. One has short hair, is missing an eye, has an eye patch over his right eye. They all wear various leather armor, although it's pretty torn and beaten up, and they wear garb that suggests that they spend time in the wild and in the woods. The one man kind of brings his one good eye up to you and gets a good look at you as the cat rushes in and starts pawing excitedly his cage. Oh, Kib! My cat! You found my cat! Another gentleman, a large, dark-skinned man with a shaved head, kind of calmly looks out from his cage. I told you, Jacardos, we would be saved. I never had a doubt. And then the third cage is a younger-looking man with flowing brown hair. He's thinner and probably a little bit more emaciated than the rest, and his eyes kind of sparkle at the prospect of rescue. Where are you guys from? Turtleback Ferry? They sent someone for us? I thought we were dead. The man with the one eye kind of finally kind of stops looking at his cat and looks up at you. My name is Jacardos Storval. Oh, I'm sorry. Jacardos Sovark. I am what's left of the Order of Black Arrows.
What's left, you say?
There's only 3 of you? I heard there was a few dozen.
There was.
Oh my God.
Listen, let's go. I don't have time for this. The Gralls. Can you get us out of here? Can we get our way out?
Is there anything else around that we should be aware of? There was 4 ogres. We killed them.
But not the mama.
Ogres?
Down
this far? Oh, you mean the Gralls.
Gralls.
The Gralls, I mean,
yeah.
those tumor.
Those are just ogre kin. Mostly men. No, you would know if you fought a real ogre.
Sorry. I hate giants.
They're all the same to me.
Yes, they all look the same. Super.
Well, I understand your hatred. I'm not a dwarf, but I burn with hatred for them as well. No. These Gralls, they are mixed blood, bad moments. You said you killed several of them. I assume you killed the boys here. That must have been you with the explosions.
Hell yeah, we
Yes.
killed one of them with a fireball and electric ball.
We like explosions.
Yeah.
Well, there might be more of
With the
them.
Bash Brothers.
Explosions? Excellent.
No, there's plenty more Gralls.
Oh,
Here?
that's excellent as well.
All right, well, let's get you out of here.
In
Do
the
you have a
house?
do you have
Yeah.
Shit.
do you have a safe house? Do you have somewhere we could go?
Well, we can get the hell out of here. That's
Well,
for
sure.
sure.
All right.
Yeah, I
let's-
think we should do it
I mean, I
quietly
don't-
and quickly.
Start
Listen.
breaking them out.
The Gralls are a bad problem, and I'd love to repay vengeance on them, but now is not the time.
We need to regroup.
Not in your condition.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, so how do you guys get them out of the cages?
Bash the locks with my shield.
Well, you're still tall
I'm
enough
still
to probably
huge.
reach and
Sure.
reach it.
Yeah.
All right,
I just watch.
yeah. So Escanor, with his immense size and strength, you're able to pop open the cages easily enough.
Okay.
So Jacardos is probably about maybe in his 50s. He's starting to get salt and pepper hair, gray. Again, the man who is known as Vale Temros. Again, the dark-skinned man, piercing gray eyes, 6.5 feet tall, muscular build. Dude is just yoked.
Yeah, buddy.
Is he single?
Shaved head.
Could be.
And then the last gentleman's name is Caven Windstrike, a handsome young man with dark hair and emerald eyes.
Are you guys by any chance the party that was sent up to investigate
What? Party investigate? Investigate what?
the disappearances at the
No,
Foot
lad.
Manor?
No, they're the ones who disappeared.
We're the Order of
Ah.
Black Arrows. Betrayed, ambushed,
Betrayed.
slain.
Who betrayed you?
I don't know. I don't have time to talk about this right
Okay.
now.
Well, if there were only 3 of you left, does it stand to reason one of you is the traitor?
No.
Oh.
I'll-
So you have some idea of who is behind the betrayal.
Not
No,
present company excluded.
no,
No,
I
you
have
only know it's not you 3.
I have no idea. All I know
Gotcha.
is that. What are we talking about? This? We're literally in the middle of hostile territory.
Behind
Can
enemy
we
lines.
stop?
Let's go.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Let's move.
All right. Let's.
We have no
let's
time for
exit.
plot here.
You saw what happened to us the last guys. We
My
hit him
bad,
with
I'm
our,
a detective. What do you want?
we hit him with so many maps. They were straight wasted.
Yeah, the maps.
Mapped the fuck out of
The
them.
maps came hard, and the
We
maps
mapped-
came fast.
We mapped the
right.
floor with them.
All right, so
You have my
So
hero.
I assume Escanor's just
I would say
setting them down.
getting
Alright.
them down.
Yeah, he's been doing all the work. We're just talking. He's,
Yeah.
he's
All right,
actually doing the
so
work.
you guys rescue the 3 members of the Black Arrow and begin making your way out of the Grawl compound back towards the road and the trail,
Okay.
the
Mhm.
bridge where you originally.
Yes.
Um,
How's the water level look?
well, it's been like 2 hours,
Okay.
so it doesn't look that
High
much.
tide has come in. 50
Good luck-
feet
Good
tall.
luck crossing.
The hurricane has flooded these lands in the last 2 hours.
All right. So the withered old ranger, whose worn face is as hard as leather, Jacardos, explains that he was second in command of Fort Rannoch under Commander Baden. The only reason that they survived is because they were on a long-range patrol during the massacre.
Hmm. So then how did you find yourselves here?
I'm reading.
Gotcha.
All right.
You got here by reading?
You get everywhere by reading.
No, this guy just doesn't like to talk to me. He's actively reading a book while we cart his ass back to town.
I'm finishing my horoscopes. Will you please
so
leave me
they
alone?
explained that they were on long-range patrol, but were delayed in returning, and by the time they got back, that the Fort Rannoch had already fallen.
Hmm.
They explained that they hit us at the right time, perfect time. My long-range patrol was out. Our commander was missing.
Of course he was.
Well, these don't seem smart enough to pull that off.
You're right. In fact, my patrol got ambushed by the Grauls as we were trying to make our way back to Turtleback Ferry. However, most of my men have already been taken away. There were originally 6 of us. 3 were taken by the Grauls for death, torment, food, who knows. No, what attacked Fort Rannoch was Kriegs,
Hmm.
the ogres, down out of the Hook Mountain. Organized and armed as I'd never seen them before. We tried to go back to the fort, but the ogres have it taken. Now there might still be members of my order alive, being held prisoner there at the fort. But us 3 are not enough to take it back.
How much farther is the fort from here?
A couple hours. We could be there by nightfall.
How about
Let's do
us
it.
7?
I mean, I'm resolved to keep going.
I haven't even used any resolve yet. I
I
haven't even
know.
had to tap into my resolve.
I just
Listen,
Listen,
gentlemen, I would really appreciate it if you would help us. If there are members of the Order of Black Order, or if there are members of my order left, the Black Arrows, even if there's not, vengeance needs to be dealt. Kriegs, vile Krieg ogres, currently inhabit my fortress and my home. I cannot think of a more horrifying fate for those men who died than to have their home despoiled by such creatures. The large, dark-skinned man sort of, kind of straightens up. He's like, I'm always ready for a fight, if you are. The
I
third
like
gentleman,
your style.
Caven, seems less interested. There's a lot of ogres there.
You
shouldn't
must
we-
be the rogue
Shouldn't we go
or the
back?
bard.
Shouldn't we go back to Turtleback Ferry? Maybe.
Of course we could, but there's giants there.
Uh,
I don't like giants.
So then we're decided. We'll head to Fort Rannoch, and we'll see what we can do.
Indeed.
Maybe with your help, we can retake the fort.
Yeah, sure. I ain't got nothing else going on.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm committed. Let's get y'all patched up a little bit if we
Yeah,
have the time because they
absolutely.
look messed up. So
They do. They
Yep.
do.
Now we
I will
probably should
tend to
get
them.
out of this small area, or do you think we
We could probably retreat back to the forest line and then hide.
I'm assuming you're having.
we
this-
already went back to the path, right?
You're already back.
Okay,
to
good.
the path.
Yeah.
No one was
Yeah.
having this conversation.
Right,
while
right, yeah.
No,
while
we were doing.
You're
while-
right. No,
while-
you're right.
Yes.
Yeah, so okay, I patch them up.
So,
All right. Yeah. So they need probably about 140 worth of hit points restored to them total.
Well, I wish them good luck.
Yeah, right. I'm like, I can do 2d8 of that every hour.
so I can do 2 lay of hands.
I give a hearty back
24
rub.
each.
A hearty back rub if anyone's ready.
I got 2.
well, remember, you can do that every 10 minutes.
That's true. So
You can restore 48 hit points every 10 minutes.
Okay.
So the
So,
paladin can just
That's
I'll
pretty
just
strong.
lay a hands on them.
over the next half hour.
Basically,
You just,
Yeah.
as we walk
right.
towards
You
Fort
have, how
Rannoch.
many focus points do you have? 2. Right. So you can go 24, 24.
Wait
and
10
then
minutes.
24, 24.
Wait 10 minutes, and it's a couple hours walk that way up
Exactly.
to Fort Rannick
Alright.
anyway. So
Let's do it, huh?
All right.
All right,
So
while you're doing
can
that,
you-
I'm gonna take Elixir of Life for myself.
Can you
Nice.
also throw a quick one Lucky's way?
yeah, I got you,
I'm
buddy.
at, I'm at full.
He'll need
then.
7 hit points.
all right. Yeah. So he's topped off as well.
Nice.
All right. Well, with that done, you return to the trail on the western side of the Skull River, which is already beginning to overflow its banks due to the ever-present rain. And while it had not started yet, by afternoon the rain has begun falling down as you make your way deeper and deeper into the edge of the Kreegwood. Up ahead, the vast mountains begin to loom closer and closer, and standing like a spike, the massive Hook Mountain, for which the Ogre clan is known as the Hook Mountain Ogres, stands towering above the peaks. And there, nestled in a valley on the bottom edge of the Hook Mountain, is Fort Rannick, at the northern end of a wide valley that runs along the southern edge of the mountains. The bleak landscape stretches on for miles along the border between the mountains and the Kreegwood. This rugged, forlorn landscape fits well with the morose and grim attitude of its guardians, the men that you have become known as, or the men that you've become known as the Order of Black Arrows. Ahead lies a ruined fort. Fires still burn amongst its wooden timbers, and you can see about the ramparts of the once human-controlled fort, ogres.
How far away is it?
We'll find out next time.
Dun, dun,
Ooh.
dun.
Cue like all of our
I would say, like-
character portraits on
Yeah.
the edge of a desolate hill right now, looking over a castle. That'd be cool.
Yes.
And I would say it's probably about 2 miles away.
No, you can't fireball it from here.
Well, I'm wondering, once we get closer, how many fireballs can I launch before they'd realize they're coming in? So I could do one, and then it's 6 seconds around.
Like,
So
what
launch
is the
one
travel
fireball.
time of a fireball?
Yeah, if I could get 4
Right. So
marking in.
He's trying to do an
It takes
artillery.
2
Okay,
rounds
well-
to reach maximum range.
Well,
and
it's one of those things where it's like it's one of those things in Pathfinder as well as Dungeons and Dragons where it's like, it's like fantasy, fantasy medieval Europe. It's like, yeah, we've got men with swords and spears and shields, but then it's like, wait a second, we live in a world where like spellcasters are basically like rocket artillery
Yeah, they're
strikes.
artillery.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't this it's like Game of Thrones, like when the dragon
Dragons,
attacks,
yep.
you're like,
yep.
oh
Yeah, fuck me.
yeah, none of this matters.
I mean, the Dothraki
Yep.
are neat and all, but
right.
Cool.
got
Like-
dragons.
Right, like this
Yeah.
entire city gets completely destroyed by one dragon.
Like,
You're
not only if you had a
Singular.
flamethrower, that'd be impressive, but it also can fly.
right, like,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. So
But don't worry, it won't avenge you if you if you murder their mother.
yeah, sometimes revenge, or sometimes rather revenge. Sometimes combat doesn't make a lot of sense when you think about it from a certain perspective because of the presence of wizards and sorcerers. But
Yeah.
we will pick it up next time. So, next time the group is going to try to retake Fort Rannick as they make their way north of the Kreegwood into the very shadow of the Hook Mountain. And there they will try to find out if the Order of the Black Arrows has truly been eradicated or if there are any survivors. And if so, and depending on whether there is or not, can they defeat this force of ogres, not ogre-kin, but full ogres, which is descended from the mountains, the horrific Kreeg clan of ogres. And still, the lingering questions. Was there a traitor within the Order of Black Arrows? Why, after 45 years, did the Kreeg ogres finally descend from the mountain in force to attack the fort, and did so when a good 6 or 7 of their most strong members were out on a long-range patrol, and the commander was away from the fortress? Was there a traitor? What about these rains that are continuing to fall? The rivers already are swollen, and up ahead, far away from the party, at the very top of the mountain, at the Skull Crossing, the massive ancient Thessalonian dam, the Storeville Deep, the massive reservoir held back for millennia by the massive ancient dam, a crack appears.
Oh boy.
All right, so join us next week as the party attempts to retake Fort Rannick and deal with the Kreeg clan ogres. We're going to have a lot of fights. We're going to have lots of big old ogre minis. We're going to have lots of vengeful hatred bonus
Oh,
damages.
yeah.
And hopefully lots of fireballs.
And probably lots of
All
fireballs.
the
All the fire-
fireballs.
We'll see if Burl can. I don't. You've killed 3, I think, in one shot before.
Thanks to the weakening with the lightning bolt.
Right, but so 3 is the number to beat.
Yeah.
So can you beat 3?
Well, that's what I want to figure out. I have a 500-foot radius for my fireball.
no range.
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 But how much can I like? They're down there. I'm here. It's like,
Well, worst case scenario, if you fireballed them, assuming they didn't hide behind a wall, they could probably cover about 100 feet around. So like if there was a big mass of ogres and you fireballed them and they're like, get him.
Yeah.
And then they ran 100 feet, fireball them again. They'd run 100 feet, fireball them again. They'd run 100 feet, fireball. You get like 5.
Okay, but what if I was using clairvoyance into their
What
castle and giving him coordinates to throw fireballs?
Right. Fireball doesn't work like that. You need line of effect.
I have to see the thing I'm throwing.
No,
it
you
at.
have to see it.
Like it's a physical.
You have to be able to see it, and you also have to be able to trace an unbroken line between you and where that fireball is going to explode.
Yeah.
And that line cannot arc.
Basically,
Yeah,
you
you
have a laser dot
Yeah,
sight,
yeah,
a rangefinder.
A
Basically,
fireball is actually more like a.
It's
like
not a
missile.
wanted bullet.
It's
It's,
like a-
like yeah,
it's
it's,
not a
an
wanted-
RPG.
maybe there's a higher level feat, Matt, a meta magic feat.
There
which
you
we,
go.
We can make arc your fireballs over stuff.
Yeah, because that's how I've seen it every time, especially when I yell Kobe. I'm just thinking,
We may have listen. It's been established in the fiction. We
That's
may have
right.
to change the
It's
rules.
canon now.
All right. So thanks everybody for joining us. Join us next week to see if the group can manage to take out an entire fortress of ogres. I personally think it's going to be a real challenging set of fights. I think we might see, I don't know, if there's going to be a fatality for the first time in the party, I think it's going to be next week. There's some really tough fights.
You think it's gonna be me? That's what he's pointing at.
you.
But-
You're about to go Leroy Jenkins on this
but
and just
the g-
abandon us and
But
run
the
into
good news is if the group can infiltrate or assault, if the group can attack Fort Rannoch and they can avenge the Order of Black Arrows and to successfully defeat the Kriegs, they will be leveling up next week. So, so
snap.
level
Death, level up. What's
Which
your
Power.
which will be level 9, which is a lot of cool new abilities for the champion and the barbarian, and level 5 spells for the spellcasters. So,
Oh yeah.
so next week the
I
stakes
gotta look
are
him up.
pretty high if they can
Gotta
accomplish their
win
goals.
first.
Yeah.
We'll crush these ogres.
So thanks again, everyone, and we will see you next time.